Good morning. My name is Paula Almiron. I'm the Partnership and Funding Manager at EIT Food Northwest. Thank you for coming today. We have some partners from different regions and also external organizations and startups that are joining us. Today, the agenda is the following. We are dividing the session in 4 stages. The first part will be an introduction to EIT Food. Then we will have Magdalena Herrador-Moreno. She will introduce us to the EIT Food Business Creation Accounting campaign. And then we will have Abir from BU, and she will present the company. Finally, we will have some final remarks. If you have any questions or any comments, you can just write them down on the chat, and then we are going to have some space for Q&As. So just to give you a brief overview of who we are. So EIT Food is the largest and most dynamic food innovation community. We focus on innovation to build a food system that produces healthy and sustainable food for all. We are supported by EIT, and EIT stands for the European Institute of Technology and Innovation. And we are partially funded by the European Union. At the moment, we are working on 3 different missions, and the missions organize the sessions that we have at the Startups Discovery Series. The first mission is Healthier Life Through Food. The second mission is Net Zero Food Systems. And the third mission is a fully transparent, resilient, and fair food system. We work in 4 different pillars: education, innovation, entrepreneurship, and public engagement. At the education pillar, we have courses that are for the general public, but also PhD studies and master studies. Also, we have a space that is providing training for companies, and that they have a very specific training. It's developed on demand. We have the innovation pillar. There we have a flagship program that is called the Open Innovation Call. This is open for current partners, but also for external organizations. They present proposals, research proposals on the 3 missions that EIT Food is targeting, and they are subject to a competitive evaluation. We have the entrepreneurship area. Magdalena is going to talk a little bit more about that. And the entrepreneurship pillar has 3 different stages. Each of them are independent. We have the Seedbed Incubator. We have the Food Accelerator Network, also is called FAN. And finally, we have the RisingFoodStars. At the public engagement area, we provide curated content, for example, through Food Unfolded. It's a very popular account on Instagram. Also, there is a paper version of it, but we also run some projects, for example, proof of concepts in that area, public engagement. I'm going to admit some people. Okay. So we have
Sorry for that, Paula. They don't appear on my screen. That's bizarre. Anyway,
no worries.
Apologies.
So we have some upcoming events. So the next one is going to be about Mission 2, and it will run on the 3rd week of February. And then we have Mission 3 in March. After that, in April, we're going to start again with Mission 1, 2, and 3. Right. So now I will ask Magdalena to take the floor. So if you would like to start, Magdalena.
Thank you very much, Paula. So let me first of all try and share my screen. And I need to say my computer has been playing dirty tricks to me for a couple of days. So let us see if that works. So you should be able to see my screen now. Is that correct? Very good.
Yes, perfect.
So, awesome. First of all, hello, everybody. Good morning. Nice meeting you all. And thanks to you, Paula, particularly for giving me a few minutes to let you know about this great news. So as Paula already introduced, I'm going to give you a little bit of a teaser about what's coming up in EIT Food Entrepreneurship. My name is Magdalena Herrador-Moreno. I'm part of the EIT Food Entrepreneurship team, acting as RisingFoodStars support manager. So Paula already mentioned this. So there are 3 strategic lines, right, that we are, organizing ourselves or working towards in EIT Food from now onwards. These are the 3 missions: healthy lives through food, net zero food system, and a fully transparent, resilient and fair food system. So basically everything that we do in EIT Food Entrepreneurship is aimed at delivering, right, against these 3 missions. So, and our offering, right, what we target with our programs is basically, supporting, the best European talent, the best European startups and scale-ups in every step of the way, from market validated business launches all the way to business and tech validation, commercial capabilities, upscaling and upscaling of the companies themselves. So basically, we offer these companies the support all along the journey in order to deliver against these 3 missions. So there's something key that you need to know at this stage. So please save the date, 26th of January. We are opening the campaign for our 3, what we call our 3 flagship programs, which Paula already mentioned. These are Seedbed, Food Accelerator Network, or FUN, RisingFoodStars, or RFS. And basically these 3 programs are, let's say, a continuation of each other in terms of they kind of like follow each other when it comes to, they target different maturity growth points for the companies. So Seedbed is all about launching, FUN is all about acceleration, and RisingFoodStars is about scaling. So who is Seedbed for? Seedbed is for aspiring entrepreneurs and researchers looking for market validation to commercialize their innovation. So like I said, it's all about launching, going from a good idea and transforming it into a business model. Food Accelerator Network, this program is for registered pre-seed startups with traction indicators looking for tech validation and business acceleration. The final target in here is to, pave the path for a successful market adoption. So once more, this is about acceleration. And RisingFoodStars is there to, receive aspiring or early scale-ups looking to really polish up on their commercial capabilities and really face that very tricky stage of scaling up. So let me give you a little bit of more detail about each of these programs. So if we go into Seedbed and you are considering whether you could be a candidate to apply for this program, or whether somebody who you think could be a good fit for this, these are a few let's say checkpoints that you can use to confirm whether that is a match. Yeah. So these companies should have a science and technology IP, BICE prototype, or lab proof of concept innovation that can help solve at least one of the EIT Food mission challenges. So we should respond to one or several of our missions. Team should have at least 2 members, one of them being a EU citizen, and composition could be solo researcher plus an RTO. So what are the key benefits that Seedbed offers? Actually, this is kind of a generic offering for all of our programs. So we make sure that, in each of our programs, we offer support in different pillars, different foundations. Yeah, to like, for example, access to visibility. We spotlight you in the best European agri-food events, access to expert material and coaching. We also have, opportunities for matchmaking with our, let's say, portfolio of investors and corporates. And there are as well some funding mechanisms that you can benefit from. And obviously, all of this nicely seasoned by the fact that, for sure, we are EIT Food, right? We are the biggest European community. You will get access to this community, yeah? So when it comes to seedbed in particular, like I said, there are several coaching opportunities in there. There's also a 6K equity-free funding for, to cover travel expenses when spotlighted in this AgriFood events. And then there's also an opportunity for a 10K follow-on equity-free financial and business support. So the reason why we do it, or the main targets that we want are seedbed companies to read are this. We want these initiatives to successfully launch a new venture. So many of the people who join us in seedbed are scientists, right? And they don't even recognize the opportunity for to grow the entrepreneur in themselves, right? So we make sure that we transform these nice ideas into entrepreneurial opportunities, and we make sure that these initiatives are poised for funding securement. Yeah. Like I said, co-founder matchmaking is also a point of focus in seedbed, and obviously being in seedbed is also a very good preparation to then get to the Food Accelerator Network, if you would so wish, in the future, together or along with some other opportunities that you see in here. So this is about seedbed, and let me also say, if there are any questions at any point, feel free to open your mic and just shoot. I will try to answer those to the best of my capability. If not, I will receive. I will note those. And yes,
Magdalena, we have a question from Barry.
Okay.
He is saying that he has a client that is planning to build a collagen extraction factory in the UK, and he is asking if companies in the UK can participate in the business creation programs.
Mm-hmm. This is a really good question, and thank you very much for raising it, because I had a point about that. Yeah, so obviously because of the current situation in the UK and the current Brexit context, the situation is slightly different when it comes to companies registering in the UK. Yeah, so you can still access all of the opportunities that we offer in our programs. However, when it comes to funding, there are some restrictions. Yeah, so for example, in RisingFoodStars, we would normally be able to invest ourselves as EIT Food a quantity and amount of up to 500K. In this case, we are capped, so we can just provide a maximum of 60K. So obviously this reduces, right, the let's say the appeal of the programs for UK companies. This also obviously because we cannot provide an offering of the same level of strength. We are focused when it comes to recruiting for companies, right, is slightly reduced in the UK. But once more, the programs are still open for companies registering in the UK, and it's just a matter of understanding that, we won't be able to offer to you the full-fledged, right, catalog of opportunities.
Just for your information, I have sent your website to the client that I'm doing a little bit of work with, so I'll be following it up at the end of this.
That's awesome. Thank you very much, Barry. And let me encourage everybody in this call, like I mentioned at the beginning, if you know of anybody who you think could benefit from this information and from knowing that we are opening this campaign in the coming days, let us know. That would be awesome. Feel free to send this link that you see below, entrepreneurship.eitfood.eu, so that this person or this company can be up to date with the latest news and can join our community. Cool. Any other questions over there, Paula, that I can take?
Not at the moment. Just to add to what you were saying about seedbed, is that it's very important for us to recruit some teams at the universities. So when we think about seedbed, we think about scientists, academics that have a great idea, and perhaps they don't know that they can be entrepreneurs, but they can join our program and progress in that space.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I would say that's a key, let's say that's the core of seedbed, is recognizing in those people the potential for the entrepreneur in themselves, right? While they, they don't at this point necessarily see themselves as business people, right? So, yep. Okay. So let me then keep on going. So let us jump now into FUN, Food Accelerator Network. Pretty intuitively, this is about acceleration, like I said in the beginning. A couple of checkpoints once more, in case you are considering applying for this program or know somebody who could be considering so. So FUN is for European pre-seed funded startups aiming to validate the technology and advance their investment and commercial readiness. So this is a list of checkpoints you can consider. These companies should have a prototype or pilot project, be it paid or unpaid. Teams normally are composed by 1 to 10 employees. This does not include interns and contractors. And revenues should be up to 500K. Typically, last funding round is grant, pre-seed, seed, or pre-series A. And obviously, this company should provide a technological solution, which can fit under each of these 3 missions. And in FUN, there's an additional level of categorization that we make, which is about what we call validation themes. Because, and this is a key bit of FUN, we place a lot of focus in FUN on going through this tech validation activity, tech validation project. Yeah, so we put a lot of focus in this bit. In the past, there was less emphasis put in this part and more on the coaching side of things and opportunities for matchmaking. So this year we are back to really, consider this as key element of the offering that we do in FUN. And these are the 5 different tech validation themes for FUN: scaling the alternative protein revolution, novel ingredients and processes, achieving carbon farming, accelerating the tech revolution in agriculture, and food as medicine. So this will be the different themes that we will be leading with in FUN this year. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time in here. Basically, the offering is, like I said, similar to what we offer all across our different programs. So access to visibility, access to coaching and training. This possibility to be much made with corporates and investors, access to our EIT Food European ecosystem, and then particularly in the case of FUN, you will be, really put in hands-on experience going through this tech validation exercise, because really the focus here is on making sure that when you exit the program, you have tested your product in market conditions. In terms of investment and the type of investment that we can provide here in FUN, we go a bit further here, and we can provide up to 500K. With our own EIT Food mechanisms, safe mechanisms. And so you can have a look at this in greater detail later on. I will be sharing the slides, Paula. I think that will be no problem, right? Cool. Let me pause again to see if there are questions about FUN. If not, I will very quickly rush through RisingFoodStars. Okie dokie. So RisingFoodStars. RisingFoodStars is about upscaling, yeah? So, the premise here is a recognition that actually, when you are on the verge of scaling, you need different skills, right? Which, so everything that worked until that point does not necessarily work at this point, because this really is a transformational phase, yeah? The type of companies that we want here are impact-driven ventures that demonstrate the desire, potential, and readiness to begin the transformational journey, to unlock their commercial potential and achieve rapid and sustainable growth. And some elements that we are looking for when it comes to RisingFoodStars is, as for the rest of the programs, we want impact-driven startups, yeah? So we want really, companies who can demonstrate they are delivering against one or several of our missions, right? And this impact should be made explicit in their value proposition and business model KPIs. In terms of leadership, the teams in this case should already be able to demonstrate that they are ambidextrous teams. Yeah, so we are looking for teams who have this nice combination of technical and business skills already baked in. And in terms of the size, we are typically looking at companies who have between 10 and 50 employees. Innovative companies. So yes, we are looking for innovative companies who have a unique and scalable technology validated in market conditions combined with a healthy business model. Normally, these are companies with a solution sitting at TRL level above 6, normally. So meaning all industry pilots should be already fully validated, fully completed. And there should also be evidence of an existing IP strategy. And then, yes, obviously, this company should be ready to grow. So they should be already, being also in that mind space that they are approaching a very critical phase, and they should be having this awareness that there are some critical barriers that are coming their way at this stage, and they should have the courage to face them. In terms of the level of growth, when it comes to if we measure that by funding or revenues, normally these companies have already raised late seeds or Series A's, or they are generating a revenue of at least 100K with a multi-customer portfolio. Yeah, so there should be evidence that these people are already providing a solution who is poised for success. And I'm not going to dedicate a lot of time in here. Once more, here you will see in our offering for RisingFoodStars, you also see a combination of all of the pillars that I mentioned before. So when you join the program, you go through what we call a scale-up scan. So basically, this is an exercise for a diagnosis of what your pain points and your major challenges will be. And then we make sure that we allocate you right in the right track within the program to give you the proper support that you need at this phase, and bearing in mind your major challenges. And then when it comes to visibility and funding and partnership building, we obviously also give you this full offering that I mentioned before, also with fund and seedbed. So that's basically all from my side. Once more, a reminder, the campaign is opening on the 26th of January, so you should be able to apply starting from that day. It will remain open until the 26th of March, so there will be 2 months to apply to our flagship programs. And if you have more doubts related to each of them, feel free to approach the corresponding program manager or myself. And even more so, I would really recommend that you follow this link, entrepreneurship.eitfood.eu, join our community, and make sure that you are updated with all the juicy news about our program. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it, Paula. So unless there are any other questions, yeah, I believe.
Thank you very much, Magdalena. It was a brilliant presentation. I think that we understand a little bit more about how the 3 stages or the 3 programs work.
Thank you very much. Thanks to you.
Do we have questions? Okay, if we don't have any more questions, I'm going to introduce now to Abir. Just one moment.
Okay.
Okay, so Abir is the co-founder of BU. BU is a business-to-business white label goal-setting platform. They provide holistic well-being programs, and they offer rewards and accountability algorithms to help users become the best version of themselves. So thank you very much for coming today, Abir. The floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Paula, for the invitation. I will share my screen and make a quick intro on ourselves. Just 1 second. Oh, I don't know why he's asking me now for additional stuff. Okay.
I activated now like an option that allows you to share the screen, so perhaps now it may work.
Okay.
Abir, if you want, I can share your slides.
Sorry, it's just the program just kicked me out. Okay, can you hear me now? It just restarted Zoom by
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah, all right. So I will share my screen. Okay, let me know just when you see my screen.
We can see your
You can
desktop now your screen. Yes.
Yeah, okay, all right. So I present myself. I'm Abir from BU. I'm the co-founder of BU. We are a startup based in Barcelona, and we work in digital health since 2017. And our main focus is on creating fun and engaging experiences for users to engage in health and wellness programs. As per the brief Paula made, we are a goal-setting platform, and we provide different well-being programs with a big focus on personalized nutrition. We have been very active in EIT since 2018, and we have participated in a lot of projects in innovation, public engagement, education also, and business creation. We are actually the link between the researcher and the innovators and the consumer. So we are able to transmit in a very easy and engaging way any new health innovation and nutrition to the user in order to help the user adopt healthier habits in nutrition. However, our approach is a little bit different because we cannot only look at one side, of the pyramid. So we will explain to you a little bit our approach. So we all know that 90% of our longevity in terms of lifespan and health span is determined by our environment and not only by our genetics. So, and here it's important to speak about what we call it the biological age, and that it's significantly affected by the different, I would say, different bad behaviors that sometimes users they adopt, and they are related to obesity. That we know that obesity has tripled since 1975, and it's a problem increasing, although there's a lot of applications in the market. By our physical activity. Physical activity also is the fourth leading factor for mortality. And the third important factor is the mental and emotional well-being. Even if we have the best technological solution and the most sophisticated application to offer personalized programs for our users, if they don't have the empowerment and the motivation, 78% of them, they say that this affects the adoption of any activity to improve their health and wellness. So, and the fourth factor that comes in is the lack of engagement. We see that people, they face a sense of app fatigue. There is a lot of application in the market where you have to input on a daily basis information, and people by the end of the month, from statistics that we know in the app industry, 90% of mHealth apps, they are deleted within 30 days. And this is caused to poor engagement and lack of motivation. All these important problems, they could make us, like, from obesity, unhealthy eating, sedentary lifestyle. We cannot dissociate them from each other, but according to research, they could affect our biological age by 8 years. We could look older by 8 years if we are not healthy. So what is like our approach, or how it could be easy for the users? Sometimes when we give to the user complex missions, they could be difficult for them to achieve them. Let's say we speak about, in general, weight loss or adopting healthy habits, etc. These are programs we have found throughout the different, releases of applications in the market. They don't last longer because people, in reality, they just need simple, healthier habits to learn, to adopt, and then they could also continue introducing them, that the habit becomes, part of their daily life. And this is what we do to change simple dietary changes for users in adopting alteration in their lifestyle. For example, if we speak only about improving sleep or reducing stress, or eating better, drinking more water, eating healthier food, etc., it can reduce the signs of our biological aging by 3 years and 8 weeks. And this has been also proven by a group of researchers at different universities, from publications that we have had access to, that people, they really need to adopt different healthier habits in the 3 areas, on fitness level, nutrition level, and wellness, because at the end of the day, they are all interconnected together. For example, to give just a small example, if we are stressed and not feeling well, or we don't sleep enough, this will affect our healthy habits, and we end up eating more, or eating more junk food, or eating in a different calendar during the day, which will affect our weight and our other performances. So what is the approach of us? We have been pivoting our products throughout the years according to the user engagement and according to different experiments we have done. And our approach is a gamified wellness habit. So we want the consumer to offer them a holistic solution with a focus on the 3 sides of the wellness pyramid, which is the 2 sides of the pyramid is physical activity and nutritional, but the base of this pyramid is, if you don't have this base, the 2 sides can fall. It's the mental and emotional wellness, which is the most important part, which is the support to give to the user to go in their program. And healthy habits are important in sustaining behavior change. People are more prone to do simple habits, and these simple habits, they can affect their behavior. And the third important also point in our approach are incentives. Incentives, they can significantly induce sustainable behavior change by over 20%. And actually, in our application, we have been testing different gamification algorithms, and we have noticed at this change, which I will explain later. These 3 important facts are very important in any program that aims at providing healthier, I would say, lifestyle program for users to integrate in any program in order to get positive and good results and adopt the use, push the users to use the technological solution. So our solution, we have created B2B white label technological platform. Actually, we started from one application, but now we're not an application. We are a B2B platform. We are able to customize white label solutions out of this platform to suit each program or each stakeholder we work with. So our solution is made of the first component, healthy habit programs. We have a library of different healthy habits. We turned like each healthy habit into a game, and we have a catalog in fitness, nutrition, and mental well-being. The second thing, the important part in our technological solution are the accountability tool. So we created different gamification algorithms in order to increase engagement and commitment of the users in the program. Users, it's important that they track their progress in any program, and they can track it in a fun way, not only like adding the grams and adding, you know, like the different other applications that allow you to track your meals, but we allow them to track and celebrate their achievements. And the fourth important component is the social community. The social community or the peer support plays a very important part because users will not feel they are alone. And this is super important to find engagement. And this is why people many times, they just go to simple social media platforms like Instagram to find motivation because they need this peer support. For example, maybe if they cook a very healthy recipe, they like to share it on Instagram. They like to share their celebration. They like to receive engagement and support from the community that they have eaten a very healthy meal. So the social community plays a very important role in the success of any health program and health solution because it helps the people to feel they are not only using the app by themselves and there's only them, no one else in the app to give them a cheering. These are the four important components of our solution. So I'm gonna here go into detail of an example of one application that we have customized for one client to show you how it goes on the app itself. So the users on the application, they will be able to set goals for themselves, and they can join a variety of different gamified challenges. They learn easy habits every month. We variate. They can stay committed. They track their progress. They achieve and celebrate their goals. They join a community. And at the end of the day, which is very important, they get rewarded. So how it goes on the app, on one section of the app in the beginning, we have, it's free for any user who join. He just wanted to learn some good habits and fitness, nutrition, or wellness. So they join something called health plans. These are plans inside the app. Sometimes we load them according to the client needs, where users, they can do them by themselves in order to learn a new theme every month. These, they don't have rewards. They are just for educational and to enhance the food literacy of users. The game, which is more funny, which it comes and we variate every month, are the healthy habit challenges. So every month we make like a variety, like up to 8 challenges for the users. They are very easy challenges to do. And we combine, as I mentioned, the three sections, fitness, nutrition, and wellness. And we give every month different ideas for the users. For example, to focus on the nutrition, we have created a lot of challenges in nutrition. For example, starting from the simple one, to drink water. People, they need to make a selfie drinking water, and they need to complete it for, let's say, 30 days or for 2 weeks. Then, for example, to eat more legumes, for example, reduce sugar, to eat more fiber, to do local recipes at home, and to reduce buying food from or eating at the restaurant. So we have a lot of different ideas we have in the nutrition challenges, and the most impactful one that people really it was like to share your healthy meals every day or your healthy breakfast. People, they engage a lot to just snap a photo and share it inside the challenge. Example.
Sorry to interrupt, Abir. So which are the type of clients that you have,
Yeah,
the businesses that you work with?
The businesses we work B2B2C, so for corporate wellness, for example, for employees or for big corporations. One of our big clients are mobile operators. So telecom operators, they distribute our application to their users in order to help their users adopt healthier habits. The B2B corporate wellness is for employers in order to help their employees adopt healthier habits. These are the two big client section. And then it comes third, where we have executed also our technology and different EIT projects to roll it out. So the healthy habit challenges, they have proved really like people, they can learn in an easy way every month a new habit. You give them information, teaching information about this habit, and then you ask them to execute the goal inside the challenge. Let's say also important thing, wellness challenges, they have proved also to be very important for the users, and they engage really much more. They share a lot about their emotions, how they feel about emotional eating. Let's say we have done one important and successful challenge about emotional eating to help people to manage, and control for a mindful eating, in order to reduce also obesity. So the community inside each challenge, it has a community like an Instagram. Actually, we have like Instagram for each challenge, where the users, they can share the activity, they can share the recipe, and the coaches inside the application, because we have a dietitian, registered dietitian, we have also a wellness coach and a fitness coach. Actually, we add the coaches according to the different themes. The coaches, they give comments to the users on, or they encourage them every time they share something inside the app. And the coaches also, their role inside the challenge is to teach the users why they have to do this little small habit in their daily life. So users, they can also, what's the important part, third part, very important about it, like not only you need to also to celebrate, but you need to earn also appreciation and motivation to continue, which is by way of rewarding the user. Rewards, all the people are driven into rewards. Like many people, they like to use applications, they accumulate points and then they redeem them with something. And we can see it in different ways in the industry. Like in the supermarket, I can collect points, I can maybe redeem them with an item at the supermarket. So B2B, in our B2B business, the business we deal with, they offer their rewards to their users. Let's say if we talk about to executing a project with a supermarket, they can offer discounts to eat and buy healthy food from their store, or items, let's say, to help people buy maybe I don't know, like fitness wear, or maybe to get a free consultation with a dietitian. So reward is what keeps the people motivated, and they continue in their program. So people, they accumulate points every time they interact and achieve goals in the app, and then they redeem those points in the store of the application. So our pillars, what is our pillar and how we like partner with other projects? Our pillar is
Abir, we have some questions. So Shershus, would you like to share your question? Thank you.
We cannot hear him.
Shershus, you're muted, sorry. Okay, I'm going to read your question. So Shershus was asking, what would you say is your key USP over your competitors?
Our key USP are the gamification and actually, and the behavior change theory. We work on it, and the success of the program.
I would say your best USP is what you just described, where you can redeem points if you can get supermarkets to participate with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My colleague Bastos just said that before you said it. Would be a good idea to do that.
Yeah, we were seeking to do one project under EIT actually with a supermarket, but it was difficult to reach a supermarket and to that supermarket they can promote, let's say, such application for their users, and users they can accumulate points and redeem in their supermarket. Yeah. Yes. So our pillars here, or our USP, I would also brief them into four. The game design expertise. This is our big pillar. Like we are only focusing on behavior change theory and how we could really motivate people to adopt and sustain. Because this is the most important thing. People don't sustain habits and they leave the program. The second thing is the brand partnership. Also, because people are influenced, we can see that people are basically influenced by other content creators, like Instagram can give us an idea. We many times created challenges in partnership with influencers. So the influencer, let's say if he's a food ambassador or like a dietitian, famous dietitian on Instagram, we bring her on the app and she shared her exclusive content with the users, and people, they follow her and follow her practice on the challenge in the app. The third practice, the content database. We turn the way how people use apps. Let's say before you download an app and you have all the content in front of you, it's up to you to use it. But in our application, we don't do this. We give you the content inside the challenge. So meanwhile, you are subscribed to the challenge. Every day, we post on the wall something related to that healthy habit. So in this way, people, it's more interactive content. And every day they learn something new and they can really absorb it and assimilate it better. The fourth part is also the brand's partnership, like to partner with big brand owners in order to populate the store reward, the store with attractive offers for our users. So here I'm going to show you just a simple video on something we have done, an example in one of the biggest telecom operators. Maybe, sorry, 1 second, I will put it just full screen to show you one example of how we executed our application for one big client. It's a big telecom operator in Southeast Asia to help people in this wellness area. Oh, sorry.
Hi, Abir, thank you very much for showing the video. So you were saying when we started that you would like to build some new consortia for the open call, for the second window of the open call. So which are the partners, which are the projects that you're interested in?
Yeah, we are interested actually to be the link between the scientific researcher and the users in order to promote any a new program or innovation in personalized nutrition for users, where we can turn this idea into an example for users to do. Like it could be, for example, maybe for weight loss, to combat obesity. We can fragment any idea or programs into weight loss, into different healthy habits programs, or maybe or any initiative in public engagement to promote healthy habits to citizens. This is what we have done in the course of different projects in EIT. That maybe I can give you example. For example, we participated in the project NutriBoot. It was an EIT project from Northwest. It was in order to promote a citizen initiative to promote healthy behaviors for users. We created the application NutriBoot, but also we participated in complex programs. Let's say there was a program called Legume Conf. It's an innovation program between different partners like VTT and PepsiCo, where we were offering to people to consume alternative protein from vegetables. So we created from this very complex scientific project, we turned it into a fun game for the users. They join a challenge called, let's say, swap your protein. We teach the people why they need to eat protein from alternative sources. We give them recipes, we give them tips, how they can avoid also stomach pain because you eat a lot of proteins, etc. And then we ask the people to share, let's say, their protein, alternative protein dishes on the wall, and they can earn, let's say, rewards, etc. So we could fit in projects where driven to help people change behavior, in any different, it could be vertical under personalized nutrition. We also have implemented it in a very complex, I would say, project, which was muscle cancer project. We all know cancer patients, they not only need to eat well, but they need to feel well. So we created different challenges or habits in our application to help them eat better and feel well. And that was, a prototype that we have created here in Barcelona in partnership with Eco Hospital. And it was between EIT Food and EIT Health project. So although it sounds that we like to, we turn it fun and engaging for the user, but we are able to transform complex projects into an easy way to the user.
One question, Abir. Have you worked before with children or, not adults? It could be young adults, it could be adolescents, children, to change their behavior?
Yeah, we were interested actually to create a public engagement project in schools. Unfortunately, it didn't go ahead. We submitted a proposal, and it was the idea to distribute the application in a school and to also help people, the mothers and the children, to eat healthy and share their food. And exactly, yeah. But we didn't go on into this section. It's a technology that you could apply it in any vertical, and you could fine tune it to fit the target client.
Great. Georgios, I think you have a question.
Yes, I was going to ask, what geographical area are your members from?
Graphical area?
Geographical, are they whole Europe? Is it in Spain? Is it?
Yeah, Spain, basically in Europe, but also our application is, because we implemented it in the Netherlands, France, and Belgium. We have the technology in these languages, but now we are witnessing a big growth in Southeast Asia. This is where we are now growing a lot, because we are distributing our application via a big telecom operator. They have over 100 million subscribers. And we are focusing all our big efforts on that part. It's to cater the solution to users from the age of 80 until we have users 60 years old, to teach them easy, healthy habits in their daily life. So, and we have a lot of results that we have accumulated over this time that help us refine even more and more our API, our technology. Let's say now also we are focusing that if we can maybe do any consortium to focus more on artificial intelligence, like when you share a photo inside the challenge, now with the ChatGPT and with all the new technologies coming now in detection, is to give more insights in real time for users when they share any image from their daily habits. It could be, for example, maybe I run 10 kilometers, I share it from my application that I ran 10 kilometers. We can give him an achievement, a cheer message to the user in real time. Wow, like you did 10 kilometers, that's very good, you burned, etc., calorie, blah, blah. Or if you share a healthy salad, we can give also insights in real time for the users. Our now focus is to enrich more the artificial intelligence part in the app, in partnership in any program with the partners.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Abir, and thank you all the attendees for coming today. We are going to circulate the link for the recording. We are going to upload this to YouTube, and also if you agree, we can circulate your slides, Abir.
On LinkedIn or YouTube only?
So if you would like to, we can circulate the slides with the attendees via email.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, no problem. Yes.
Right. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to have you, and have a nice day. Thank you.
Same to you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.